Hello everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have another Animal Crossing decor video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but today we are doing a butterfly garden, and as you can see I've marked out spots on my island with the adult pathing, and I'm going to be putting down these pink camellia stud bushes. They are all going to go into every single dirt spot that you are currently seeing here. So I think I ended up with 30 of them, and yeah, it's not that entertaining to like watch this whole part, but it's really cool once it all comes together. But yeah, I saw an idea like this on Pinterest, and I was like, you know what, that could work on my Legs to Riches Island because I can get, bushes and flowers very easily without having to worry about like any other items to clutter it up, and then I can also get like the bug models from Flick. So I was like, that's honestly probably one of the easiest ideas for me to do for my Legs to Riches Island. Now, if you have seen my update on my community page, I mentioned about how I'm going to start decorating kind of how I want, and throwing the whole like Legs to Riches out the window other than like my villagers and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep up with those hunts because I think they're fun. And I like having like different villages than what I would normally have, although I still have Hippo on my island, so he could get lost at any point, I wouldn't mind. But yeah, we're just gonna finish up planting all of these bushes here. We have 10 more to go, and then I time travel a little bit so that we can go ahead and make sure that the bushes are going to go in. I was kind of worried about the ones that are like 2 side by side and like 3 side by side. I was worried that they might not have worked. So I wanted to make sure they were going to go before I started filling in the inside of the butterfly. But yeah, so we are just quickly going to finish up with these last 2 bushes. And then you'll see that I time travel. We have a little bit of them going, and then I run around my island. So let's hop over to that. So as you can see, they started going in, and now you get to watch me run around my island. And is this fun to watch? No, not really. But I was trying to make the island most resourceful that I could. So I'm running around my island looking for pink mums. That was kind of like my main focus primarily, was any sort of pink mum that I had on my island already to begin with, because I have mums as my natural flower. So I'm able to kind of get the hybrid mums a little bit easier than I probably would if I didn't have them as like my, primary flower. So I went around looking for pink mums. I think I ended up with, was it 13? I think I had 13 to end up at this like part where you watch me run around. And then I time traveled, like I stopped with this video for 2 weeks. I didn't like time travel for 2 weeks. I stopped at this video for 2 weeks trying to get as many pink mums as I possibly could. So you're gonna watch me. I promise I don't have myself running around my island a second time after this. But I just wanted to show you like the amount of work that went into this and me just like running around. So I had 3 more up here that I knew about because I put them up here on purpose. Because I was like, they can maybe breed over here. You can see Lucky in the background. I don't believe he was on my island in my last Animal Crossing video. So he kicked out Pierce. He was in my campsite. And so yeah, he kicked out Pierce, and I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of happy to have like a Halloweeny villager. He showed up in my campsite on October 1st. So it was kind of a sign. So you're gonna watch, I put down this fairy glass path. It doesn't stay. Yeah. I put this down, I was like, oh, this is going to tie in really nice with like the pink and the flowers and the pink and the bushes, and it doesn't stay. I didn't like the way that it looked. So I ended up going in with just like a dirt path. But I left it with the glass path for right now just so I had like a barrier. And then we hopped in to, I think, putting down my flowers properly. I'm pretty sure. So I started on the left side of them, and you're gonna watch me place all these like pink mums along the outside of the bushes. So kind of like anywhere that you see a bush, there's going to be a pink mum that follows it, and it's going to be the exact same on the other side whenever we get around to that. But I had to make sure that I was like leaving open spots in the middle because I didn't want this all to be just pink mums. I feel like that would get really boring, not have as much like contrast to it. So, um, okay. But yeah, you can kind of see like it outlines it a little bit and just kind of, I don't know, it adds a little bit more depth into it other than just the bushes. But I put one more right here and then we skipped until I had more flowers so I could go ahead and complete this. Actually, no, I didn't. I think I went in for pathing right now. I went in with the pathing that I'm using kind of all over my island, this like golden stone one. And this is what I ended up using on the inside of the butterfly as well. So you're going to watch, I tried to lay out this pathing kind of on like a diagonal, and I was like, this is not going to work very well when all the edges on this are rounded. It's going to look like something that it shouldn't. So you're going to watch, I mess around with this a lot. I actually ended up doing a lot of this pathing off camera. So the actual result of the pathing you'll end up seeing whenever we skip to me picking up more flowers. But yeah, you'll see like this ended up not looking anything like how it probably should have. And this is whenever I realized I'm like, this is not going to look like anything good. It's not going to be a cute path. Like it's a bit of a mess. And if I keep going in this route, it's not going to look it's going to look like something it shouldn't. So I kicked some pathing, I fixed some pathing. I ended up, I think, fixing it by extending it out on both sides, I think is what I did. So it was a little bit of a, I'm not going to say it was a mess because it wasn't necessarily like a mess. Like I got there eventually, so it wasn't too terrible, but it definitely wasn't the best capability that I could have done either by any means. So I think this is when I left it and then I came back to it maybe. Did I not? Oh, maybe I extended it on one side a little bit here, but then I'm pretty sure I ended it. So I think I fixed this and then I left it and I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'll come back to it, I need a clear mind for it. And that is exactly what I did. So this is when I skip, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So as you can see, I gathered a bunch of flowers over here. So we have a bunch of pink mums again. We have 13 of them. We have some white cosmos, some pink hyacinths, some white mums. And I'm going to sprinkle the cosmos, hyacinths, and white mums inside the actual like butterfly. So I'm going to copy the exact same process that I did, where the pink mums are on the outside and they're going to be in the exact same placement as I had for the other side. So you're going to watch me literally do this again. I'm sorry, I know that's probably not the most like entertaining thing, but as you can see, it's actually the fish turning day on my island when I was doing this because I had finally gathered up everything that I wanted. So you get to watch Faith and Hippo fish while I'm over here working with some flowers, which is kind of funny. But yeah, you can see like it quickly kind of came together. I was trying to make sure that I was doing this in the right manner and that I had all of these flowers like in the right spots. But trying to mirror what I did on the other side was a little bit tough for me for some reason. When I got down here, it was easy because I was like, I know where these go. So as you can see, all the pink mums have now been placed and you can kind of see the shape of the butterfly coming in. So I went ahead and I grabbed some white cosmos as well. And I used them to just kind of like sprinkle in a pop of color at the four corners kind of. So I put them here on both sides and then I did the exact same thing at the top. And I honestly think this helped a lot. You will see I accidentally dig up some flowers when I'm trying to place some other flowers in here. So I guess that was one thing I wasn't entirely expecting, but I do really like the placement of the white cosmos in here. It breaks it up really nice. I don't know, I like it. I like having something else to look at. And then I came over here to grab some white mums. Now you're going to watch, I pick up all four of these. I don't need all four of them, I only needed two. And I wasn't exactly sure like how I wanted to do this, but I figured it out eventually that I only put two white mums in because I was thinking I could use the four pink hyacinths as like trail markers. So I put the white mums diagonal right here from the white cosmos, and then I put the other two that I had in my pockets down. So we came over here and we grabbed some pink hyacinths instead. I like the color of them a lot more than a lot of the pink flowers, but I also like the pink of the mums. So I put them here because I wanted to add some extra height, and I thought this was going to be like the best way to do so. And I didn't want to like add like another bush. So I was like, you know what, pink hyacinths work. They add in height, they're pretty colored. So we put those right here, and then the butterfly was technically complete. And then I got distracted by a balloon, which I skipped over. We picked up this red mum that had come, I think, out of the two pink mums. I'm not sure. I moved my money tree so that I could kind of have a better idea. And I think I put a wild log bench up here, which probably is not going to stay there, but I wanted something just to see what it would look like. Because my plan was to have like a tree bigger than the mini one to the left, but I could not put anything there. Like I had it all set up, but it would like it yelled at me, so I wasn't allowed to do that. And then I went in, I added a little bit more of like some pathing just to kind of extend it out to the bushes. So I put one more of the like narrow path right here. And then I grabbed a butterfly, common butterfly that I had out of my storage. We put that over here. I'm going to add in some more at some point, but for now, I think that was it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. I post videos typically 3 to 4 times a week right now. I also just recently opened up my memberships and another Discord server, which is linked in my link tree down below if you are interested. But yeah, I think that's it, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, lovelies!